You can see the schematic diagram of an automatic combustion control system used in a boiler plant. This system has 4 measuring elements. A steam flow sensor, which measures the flow rate of steam in the boiler. A steam pressure sensor, which measures the pressure of steam in the boiler. A fuel flow sensor, which measures the fuel flow in the boiler burner. An airflow sensor, which measures the air to the boiler. The tow controllers in this system are a fuel flow controller, which regulates opening and closing of fuel valve. An airflow controller, which regulates the airflow by opening and closing of dampers. The steam pressure and the flow signals are transmitted to a computing relay. The computing relay generates the master signal depending on the load of the boiler. This master signal represents the fuel requirements to the boiler. The master signal is fed at a set value to the low and high signal selectors. In the low signal selector, the master signal is compared with the signal representing the airflow. The selector passes the master signal only if it is lower. In the high signal selector, the master signal is compared with the signal representing the fuel flow. The selector passes the master signal only if it is higher. When the steam demand is high, high signal selector passes the master signal to airflow controller. The airflow controller increases the airflow by adjusting the damper position. As the airflow increases, the airflow sensor transmits the signal to the low signal selector and airflow controller. The master signal passes to the fuel flow controller to increase the flow of fuel by adjusting the fuel valve position. If demand is low, the low signal selector permits the master signal to pass to the fuel flow controller. Fuel flow controller decreases the flow of fuel by adjusting the fuel valve. As the fuel flow decreases, the fuel flow sensor transmits the signal to high signal selector and fuel flow controller. The selector sends the master signal to the airflow controller to decrease the airflow by adjusting the damper. In this way, the control system maintains the air-fuel ratio and prevents incomplete combustion of fuel with changing steam demands.